Okay, let's talk about it. The divine feminine and the divine masculine. The emperor and the empress. Those two. Those two. I'm going to start with the empress because ladies first. The Empress is a major arcana or trump card that portrays the energy of the Great Mother. She is nature around us, but also within us. The ever unfolding source of life-giving power. The emphasis is often pictured as pre-Christian goddess. And she does. She looks like a pre-Christian goddess. It's Italian. It's Italian looking to me. And that's where this all started, so it makes sense. As the one whom the high priestess is channeling down to earth for the rest of us to see. In the reverse position, because the Empress represents nature, when she is reversed, she has a tremendous natural power to correct her heedless children. Volcanoes, tsunamis, hurricanes, and the like symbolize violent emotions triggered by ignorant and foolish humans. If you feel like being corrective, you are probably justified, but you have to set your limits on how punitive you allow yourself to be. You don't want to go too far and destroy all that you have taken so much delight in. In the advice position, sideways, the Empress advises you to trust in the good sense you have and show to this point. Recognize your good intentions in carrying out your responsibilities as a compassionate human. You are capable of demonstrating the finest aspects of your personality. Demonstrate this through caring actions and forgiveness and generous attitude and a wise understanding of others' needs and struggles. Bring a healing influence over the current situation and take full credit for the supportive part you play. Take full credit for the supportive part you play. Now here is the Emperor. In the most practical terms, the Emperor tarot card represents the highest leadership, a head of stature, a head of state, or the most exemplary and powerful person in the realm. When he pops up in readings of work and career, it's it's a good thing too, for all parts, all body parts. Let's say that. This ruler is responsible for the affairs of society and community, which are directly proportional to his well-being and success and happiness. This being takes affairs of society or community, which are directly proportionate to his well-being. In the reverse position, the Emperor card is reversed. There may be a tendency to behave like a petty tyrant, insisting on being indulged, served, and flattered. This Emperor prefers his own version of events to actually what is true, and as such risks losing respect from his people. Try to curb whatever arrogance might be distorting your points of view. Remember that though the Emperor looks like a king, he is the servant of everyone in his realm. If he doesn't serve well, the negative impact of his own defects is what will bring him down. In the advice position, when the Emperor arises, he advises you to get in touch with your inner sovereignty and natural self-possession. Self-possession. Being in the moment. Eckhart Tolle. Good book. Realize that somewhere deep inside of you is a memory of royalty. Reach within and find the strengths of natural nobility and leadership. These innate qualities will help you manage your current situation. The Emperor suggests that you have the necessary abilities to be the final authority. This situation is an opportunity to showcase your competence and skill. Act with the confidence of someone who knows how to take care of business. And how do you take care of business? You have to serve. I love it. Oh, did I show the picture of the Emperor? All right, so Spirit, God, Divine Masters, Divine Master. It's whoever you subscribe to. Whoever you subscribe to have faith in that makes you a better person. Heartbreak, betrayal, loneliness, removal with the Three of Swords. Sadness, unhappiness, upheaval, grief, sorrow, upset, disorder, confusion, alienation, loss, distraction, ill health, conflict and delusion, pain, pain, pain. The heart with the Three Swords. How do I get over everything that has happened to me? I started as an emperor or an empress, and this is what happened to me. Well, it's because they weren't. That doesn't mean you should stop being. That would be bad. Where there is sadness, you need to sow joy. Where there is darkness, you need to sow light. Where there is despair, you need to sow hope. And where there is doubt, faith. Indecision, delays, postponement. Seeing the truth, lies being exposed. What do we have for the masculine and the feminine? You're going on a whole different tangent than I thought. And you know, you're the boss. But I need one card that really shows me where, thank you. Indecisiveness, self-doubt, malicious gossip, lack of awareness, unwillingness to learn karmic lessons. Judgment. The daily choices I make now align me with my life's purpose. That means we can just start fresh, like right now. Just start and just do it right. Have that Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is fun. It's childhood memories. It's a little bit of nostalgia. And there's the Chariot again. With the Ten of Wands. We're all stuck in this insurmountable problems, flogging the dead horse, duty bound, resigned to fate, jelly roll, resigned to fate. What did I say about jelly roll? We all love jelly roll. Don't everybody lose their mind. But I mean, didn't he write that song that was Maybe You're the Reason? When I listen to that song, I'm just like, really? You're blaming somebody on your outside for what's happening to you on your inside? That's part of the whole thing, right? Is that we're supposed to be able to, you can only change yourself kind of thing. Speed, rapid action, movement, swift change. Make the swift change, I suppose. Secrets, harm, hidden agendas. People have hidden agendas with the High Priestess. That would be a bad thing to have. When the High Priestess is in reverse, the High Priestess is who gives downloads to the Emperor and the Empress to be the best versions of themselves. Make the Empress a nurturing and taking care of all involved in nature. The Emperor being the leader and the king, because he's taking care of the community and serving the community. I mean, that's in sales books too. On if you want to be the top salesperson and you want to have a fleet and you want to have an army behind you, you're not going to be able to flog a dead horse. You're going to have to make that horse run. You're going to have to try to figure out what makes that horse tick. You're going to have to understand. And that, what the high priestess wants. What the high priestess wants and is trying to download is the balance of opposites. What the high priestess is trying to download to us is intuition, sacred knowledge, the subconscious, divine feminine, trust yourself, sensitivity, purity, high morals. If you can't hear that and feel that, because you're woe is me, woe is me, woe is me. I woe is me all the time. All the time. And then I'm like, that's the thing. We can woe is me all day long. But we have to go, wait, I hear it. I hear myself. I hear that same story again. The butterfly. I hear that same story again. Because in the reverse, what the high priestess does not want you to hear, secrets, harm, hidden agendas. Hidden agendas. I have no hidden agendas and I mean no one harm. What is a hidden agenda? Anything that you're hiding. Shame, guilt, fear, lies, betrayal. Disconnected from your intuition. Well, I have so much going on, I can't listen to my intuition. We can all listen to our intuition. This isn't magic. This divination, an act of divination, is that a lot of people are dipping their toe into, was brought on by lots and lots of pain. Lots and lots of pain. And they said, I am not going to live like this anymore. I'm going to go and I'm going to get quiet and I'm going to put everything on hold. And I'm going to figure out why I feel this way, why others feel the way they do when they're around me. And I am going to figure out how to be the best version of myself. I'm going to pass this level. If we're going to go Nintendo, I'm going to pass this level 10. I'm going to win this game no matter what. And that's kind of how I'm trying to look at it. Disconnection from intuition, withdrawal, silence, selfish, shallowness, ignorance, misunderstanding. I misunderstood what you were saying. Because I was thinking about where I need to be, where I need to go, where I was, what I need to do, my to-do list. I missed understanding you. I missed saying that I'm not better than you. I am the same as you, but for this moment, I am going to let myself go to understand and stand and watch you and figure out why, where, who made who, why do you act that way? I love doing that. Very curious person about that. Speed, rapid action, movement with the 8 of Wands. It's like climbing a ladder. Do. Manifesting quickly, quick decisions. Also means you might be going on an airplane somewhere and doing some air travel. Because it's like, how do I get there quickly? And depending on the context that actual tarot card means, I'm flying there. So it's fun. Anyway, King of Wands in reverse. You know, he's a natural leader in the upright. He's an entrepreneur. He sees the big picture. He's a leader. We keep saying leader. I keep telling my 13-year-old, lead her. Lead the puppy. You have to lead her. Well, I want her to be able to do what she wants to do. No, she's 8 weeks old. You have to lead her. And so he's getting a really good lesson. And their relationship is like this. It's so nice. Mom, she's biting me. Lead her to not bite. Let her feel your emotion. Feel how you feel when she's biting you. Let her know. I really prefer kisses. Like, or not even that. Just stop biting me. And they're working on it, and it's working. Because he's leading. He's leading the situation. It's not control. And that was another one with my 2 kids, was she's trying to control me. She's trying to control me. I said, son, when Maddie had this stuff on her lap, the puppy on her lap and something else, and she said, hey, go grab that before it blows away, because I went full throttle in my boat, and he wouldn't get up and get it. So I slowed down, and then I went and I got it. I'm like, why didn't you grab the bin top? It was getting ready to fly out into the bay. And he said, because she was trying to control me. Was she? Was it control? Maybe. That's how he sees it. He sees it as control. So the 2 people have to work here. She has to stop controlling when she's not supposed to, so that he can feel that when it's time to really be like, hey, can you really go do that right now? Yeah, no problem. I can see you're in this situation and you can't do that right now. Absolutely. Not, what? You're trying to control me. So both people have to work on leading. Both people have to work on leadership. We all have to work on leadership. I feel like it's divine feminine behavior, not divine. Someone trying to define feminine behavior. This has to be done now. This kitchen needs to be cleaned. This laundry needs to be folded. And if you're asking for help, I'm gonna be like, no, you're trying to control me. I guess you would have to be like, well, isn't it nice when you have all your laundry folded up, and, you know, do you mind? Do you have time to sit here for 10 minutes and help me sort through this? And you fold yours, I'll fold mine. I have a rug that says laundry mat or something, and it says to get it done in a timely manner, do it yourself. True story. If Mom, I need to have those jeans 5 minutes in 5 minutes. It's like, okay, first of all, jeans don't take that long. They take a lot longer than that. And if you want it in 5 minutes, you got to do it yourself. The King of Wands, back to that, is the natural leader and the overcoming challenges, mature, career focused. Reversed is impulsiveness, ruthless, high expectations, haste, unachievable expectations. You're gonna order DoorDash and you're gonna order McDonald's instead of having the meatloaf and the mashed potatoes and the broccoli that I made. You're gonna do that once in a while, because if you do it all the time, you'll know that you don't feel well. You have to lead yourself, not in impulsiveness. Kill that inner McDonald's craving, whatever. Oh, look at that. Some of these cards got mixed up. What do we have in there? So what came out was the guitar, 2 butterflies. We're talking about transformation of sorts. We're talking about the feminine and the masculine and what it makes what it makes and what it takes. Now, this is something that will cause peace, because if we're doing what the High Priestess is downloading to us, whoever you subscribe to, your divine master. I don't want to make anybody for a second lose a message because they're like, well, I don't believe in God. Okay, you do you. Do you. You've got to believe in something. Believe in yourself. That's funny. This is a Taurus card, an Earth card. That is the Six of Pentacles. It's giving, receiving, sharing, wealth, generosity, charity, and sharing. It's also considered the breadcrumbing card, because see how he's kind of just giving breadcrumbs to keep his balance. Here, I'll give you a little bit. In the imbalance, in the reverse position, self-care, unpaid debts, one-sided charity, strings attached, power, and domination. Well, I'm going to give you this little bit, but there's strings attached. I want a lot of it back from my little bit. This Pisces card of the Eight of Cups. I love this card because of the moon energy in this card, and it came out in the reverse. Trying one more time, indecision, aimless drifting, avoidance, fear of change, fear of loss. Why is it in reverse? Because of fear of loss. Well, I did this before. That kind of reminds me of the other one. That kind of reminds me of what the other person did. Could you imagine if I knocked on that door? A $5 million house on the Chesapeake Bay. Well, that guy 6 doors down, when I talked to him last month, he said no. He was really nasty and rude about it. So as much as I know the statistics show this guy wants to sell his house, I'm not going to do it, because I'm going to avoid that, because I'm going to avoid that fear. Well, you can't step in the same river twice. No one person is going to be, even if you have reminders, of course we're going to have reminders of other people's behavior in other people. But you can't step in the same river twice. And that's the same with people. They can never be the same person. Nobody can be the same person. Different histories and different everything that got them where they are. It keeps you aimlessly curious when it's somebody like me who wants to understand. When it's somebody who doesn't want to get hurt because they're scared. Oh, don't get me wrong. I am scared of getting hurt. I get hurt all the time. But I don't know. That's sort of like my curiosity just, keeps me going. Keeps me asking, why? Well, what? Well, who? Well, how? Who made who? How'd that happen? In the upright, disappointment, abandonment, withdrawal, escapism, walking away, leaving behind. Now, it's interesting because if you see, he is walking away and going to go through those 2 mountains and look beyond, and the moon's out, right? And what he's saying is, I love the moon and the sun. There was too much moon energy, and I did not understand. And I know that the Eight of Cups is it's okay. I could be there. I could stay there. But I deserve the 9 or the 10 of Cups. It's about manifestation, practicality, practicality. Yeah, skill, absolute decisions, business, and the ego. I could find better. And he very well can when he walks through those mountains and around the corner. But the fear that keeps us away from doing that, and it's like, I can't see what it is. Moon energy. I can't see beyond. Can't see it. And that creates fear. And so what do we do? Well, I'm going between the mountains and going to go see and see what's there. Others are just like, you know what? I'm not going. I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. What holds us back is emotional immaturity, insecurity, disappointment, new ideas, creative blocks, blocking. Where there's despair, sow hope. Not blocking. Emotional immaturity. It's funny because this is the Page of Cups. He's got that cup, right? Look at that whole ocean behind him. That's his emotions. He's like, hi, little fishy. You look adorable. I'm just going to put you in this little cup with this little tiny bit of water. And look how much water he has. That's emotional immaturity. That's what I see. You can make him a much bigger pond. You choose not to. I'm going to hold back. Emotional immaturity. Insecurity, disappointment, new ideas. In the upright. Happy little fish. Creative opportunities. Intuitive message. Curiosity. Possibility. Happy, surprise, dreamer, sensitivity, or new love. And it does. It pops up when you have new love in the horizon. What else we got to say? We're still on this feminine masculine thing, right? Oh, 26 minutes. Not bad. Wasting time, lack of ambition, delays, disappointment, paltry efforts. The Three of Pentacles. It's teamwork. It's collaboration. In teamwork and collaboration, could you imagine? Okay, I'm going to put, I'm a multi-million-dollar company, multi-billion maybe, and I'm going to put you three on this project. What the end result that we need to have happen. Now, trust me here, I'm saying that the CEO is running a great business and he's going to pay you your worth and you don't have to question any of this. And he led you beautifully, and he puts three of you together, and you're sitting there and you're like, let's collaborate. Let's make this happen. And then one of the people show up and they're just like, well, I've been burned by this before. I have trouble letting people in. I hear that one all the time. That's wasting time. That's lack of ambition. That's delays. That's paltry effort. Alexa, define paltry.
The adjective paltry is usually defined as ridiculously or insultingly small. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for paltry.
And insultingly small. Oh, that's funny. For some reason, oh my gosh, if the Knight of Wands comes out right now, I'm going to just blush and have to shut this down. Seven of Swords, deceit, trickery, lies, cheating, theft. Queen of Swords. I love the Queen of Swords. Okay, so came out in that order. The Seven of Swords. He's taking all seven swords, trying to take all seven swords, because he feels like he's making a break for it. Deceit, lies, trickery, cheating, theft, misunderstand, underhanded, dishonest, dangerous, risky behavior, enemy masquerading as a friend, spying, lack of conscience. Lack of conscience. Alexa, what is your conscience?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Is it because you don't have a conscience? Strategy, resourcefulness. Resourceful. Why would the Seven of Swords ever be resourceful? I guess you're trying to be resourceful against the deceit, lies, and trickery. I'm going to have to reuse this in a couple of readings I did recent. I didn't realize that you could be considered resourceful if you're in this energy of deceit, lies, and trickery. Maybe you're trying to be resourceful. To me, resourceful means trying to cut corners. I'm just trying to be resourceful. I'm just trying to take an hour worth of work and make it 15, 20 minutes. I'm just trying to take the shortcut. So yeah, I could see this. Okay, sorry, I had to dive in. Okay, flexible, escaping interconnection. With that Three of Pentacles in reverse, wasting time, lack of ambition. Queen of Swords, she knows. The Queen of Swords knows, but wants to hear the story. She will have her sword there. And she will just be like, thought dominates feelings, perceptiveness, keen insight, fair judgment, right decision. Now is the time to stand up for yourself and be clear about your wants and needs. One who has suffered loss and hardship, an intelligent, witty, and analytical woman. I was her for Halloween like 3 years ago because I was just so into everything that you could see about this person sitting in this chair. She has her sword up and her hand out. And she reminds me of Off With Your Head, but she's the analytical. She is using her judgment, has keen insight, doesn't let her feelings dominate, but just wants to see where you're at and will hear your story. But she has that sword up. Okay, but if you waste my time and you don't start being somebody that, looks like they're even trying to change, off with your head. And unfortunately, that's how I am. What can we do to put together the Two of Cups? Unified love, partnership, mutual attraction, proposal, marriage, connection. How can we do connection in this time of turmoil with the masculine and the feminine? You can't be stingy. You can't have self-protection. You have to recover from financial loss, spiritual poverty, and feeling left out in the cold. You have to seek personal closure. This is the World in reverse. Seeking personal closure, shortcuts, delays, no closure, incompletion. Community, optimism, and joy. In the upper eight, the world is completion, accomplishment, wholeness. Working through the things, getting through the things to the point where it's complete. It's you get the cycles, and it will over and over keep doing it until you win, and then you're allowed to go out. The universe just keeps on, and the universe or God just keeps on giving you the same, and everybody just starts looking the same, and you're just like, am I in the Matrix? No, he's trying to show you need to change something, and you need to change it fast. Hopefully I passed this test recent and just was like, you gotta go. There's no way that you are gonna make promises, treat me like I'm not worthy, make more promises, treat me like I'm not worthy, make promises, never show up with the promises that you promised, and then do that cycle again. I went through the cycle twice with someone, and I'm like, you've got to go. You're out. Because painful endings, deep wounds, betrayal, loss, crisis, failure. Yeah. You feel defeated when somebody puts you in that predicament. And I'm not saying put you first. I'm just saying common, courtesy. Don't say, oh, we're going to do this, this, and this, and this, and this. This is when I could do this, and this, and this. And then not do it. It's like, okay. And then when you reach out, be like, oh, I'm really busy. I got the whole world on my shoulders. Oh, okay. Good. I told you in the beginning we're just going to be friends. Okay, well, I don't even like friends like that. So, lack of commitment, greediness, laziness, procrastination. Learn from your failure with the Page of Pentacles. This is going somewhere different. One more thing, one more piece here. The Lovers. Oh, good. That's a good one. The Lovers. Love, harmony, relationships, union, partnership, sexuality, passion, values, alignment, deep love, a choice, the strength of two together. Two real together, not somebody is less than the other, not the 1950s version, because that didn't work out. Two together, the strength of two together. Personal celebration, inner harmony, conflict with others, lack of support, breakdown of communication, home conflict, transition, transience. With the Four of Wands in the reverse. So I think Spirit's saying personal celebration with inner harmony, conflict with others, lack of support, breakdown in communication, home conflict, transition, transience. Being in those things would not get you to the Lovers. Funny, the Four of Wands, they call it the 1111 card because it's got the four wands. And 1111, angel number. Celebration, joy, harmony, marriage, home, community, homecoming. But when you're in the personal celebration, inner harmony, but you have conflict with others. I said this so many times, so many prayers in the morning. I was like, Lord, I do so good until you put me in front of people or put me around others. Please have my inner harmony be able to be not disrupted by outer, And I know probably a lot of people feel that way, especially when you've been working on yourself and you've been staying to yourself to get that stuff right. And then you find that you, as soon as you let somebody in, and that's why we're not doing it. But if we remember, just, try to strive to be that feminine and that masculine, the Empress and the Emperor. I don't feel like we can go wrong. Everybody's going to meet their wishes come true, their realizing dreams, their happiness, their cheerfulness, their joy. Even where you are, you don't even have to change if you don't want to. But if you do want to change, you will find, no matter where you are, you will find somebody. I always say about the levels. The levels, you're in a building and you sometimes you have to move up a level. Sometimes you got to leave people below on that level, but they can move up or they could stay there. But there's other people on the level, but it's moon energy, like that Eight of Cups where you got to walk through the mountains. You don't know what's there and it's scary. But you have to have the faith that it's there. High self-esteem. You have to triumph. You have to achieve. You have to... This is what Spirit's saying, not me. You don't have to. I need to change my words. That's me. Hopefully not making this message not come out. And you can't do it when you have the Ten of Wands. You can't do it when you're overburdened, overloaded with responsibility, stress, and problems, with the weight on your shoulders, with duty, with grudgery. Because that's survival mode, right? Totally survival mode. Message from God. Nothing can separate us from the love of God. We have to believe that. We have to have faith in that. And do we have anything from our Mother Mary? These cards are big and they... Our Lady of the Whispering Heart. We have to listen to our heart. We have to listen to our intuition. Our Lady of the Whispering Heart. And I don't have my book. I would read that to you. I'm still unpacking all of my goodness here. I hope that helped somebody or not. It helped me, so we're good. Have a good one. Bye-bye.